Friends, hello and welcome back. We are on to the Carolina Hurricanes in our 1-year rebuilds. We have 1 year, make any trades, any signings to win this team a Stanley Cup, or it's a bust of a build here. Today, Carolina, we'll go take a peek at their free or contract situation. Right now, we're talking $2 million cap space. Do they have anybody that is currently an RFA? I would hope not. They're going to struggle to sign them. They do not. Okay, unless I got a goal in here. I always got to check the goaltenders. They do not. So we are good there. We are sitting on $2 million cap space. And actually, let's take a look at the UFAs. Are they missing anybody there? No. They just got everybody taken care of. Good for Carolina. So we got $2.2 million cap space. We're looking at Sebastian Aho getting $8 million a year. Looking like more and more of a great contract there for that man right there. Slavin, 5.3. Entry-level deal for Svechnikov. That's going to really help this team out here. How's he still in, I guess, 86 because he's young still? I get it. He's going to, man, that guy's going to be a stud and a half. 20 years young. Anyway, Tara Vinen, 5.4. Like the contract there. Hamilton, same story, 5.7. Shea, 5.5. 4.75 out of Trocheck. That's where it's getting a little bit sticky there. Dzingel is definitely... How's Dzingel an 83 overall still? I ask this all the time, mainly because the Blue Jackets traded 2 first-round pick or 2 second-round picks for him and then benched him in the playoffs. 29 points. Yeah, that does not look like an 83 overall. Interesting there. Gardner, though, $4 million. Man, Gardner. It'd be nice to keep... See, I think what we're going to run into here is we can already tell that Gardner's going to be a nice player to have on a team. But an 83 at $4 million, are we going to be able to afford that? This team is solid up top to bottom right now. I'm looking at, all right, Niederreiter. That might be a guy, actually, $5 million. So many of these guys are getting paid $4 million. We're going to have to make room somewhere. This defense has to be nice, I think, doesn't it? Where's there going to be some cap space, though? Maybe faster. Flurry. There's some guys down here. Finally, Martinook. Again, these guys just have contracts galore. How's everybody making all this money? They must have some cheap goaltending going on or something. 2.1 for McGinn and Martinook. Those are guys we can definitely move. $4 million in cap space. That's worth moving there if we want to improve some areas. Looks like it'll be forwards that we have to improve. Mrazek and Reimer, or goaltending. 3.7 and 3.4. Yeah, that's the answer. A little bit cheaper on a goaltending. We never trade for goaltending because usually it's average to whatever. You know, it doesn't seem to matter what kind of goalie you trade for. But I do feel like if there's something Carolina can work on here, it might be the goaltending. We will take a check at the lines real quick. We might be able to add another goal scorer. I feel like could happen here in the second line. Yeah, Svechnikov, Aho, Teravainen. That first line's nasty. The second line could definitely use a little bit of depth, or a little bit of depth, I guess. A goal scorer, as we were saying there. Dzingel, Trocheck. Niederreiter is there as that goal scorer, but maybe we go playmaker. How's Niederreiter there been? We don't know how he sims up in the game. That's always the problem. Yeah, that's a sniper. 11, 14, 9. He is snipping them. I guess he only played 36 games. So he was close to actually being on pace for 30 goals 2 seasons ago, actually. So now I sound rather ignorant for making that comment. Anyway, Svechnikov. Oh, look at that first line, baby. Talk about a nice looking +3. They all want to be there. You'll love to see it. The defense. Again, I think the defense is in good shape. Hamilton, Slavin. Oh, hit him with the +3, EA. What else you got to say? I like the coach. I am a big fan. Look at the chemistry. It's like a roll of the dice in this game. You just hope. You got to hope and pray you get the right matchup here. Pesci there, or it's Pesci, right? Why am I drawing to go with Pesci? It's Pesci. I was going to say Pesh. I think it's definitely Pesci. For some reason I'm drawing a complete blank on that. I've heard his name a million times, and now I'm looking at it. It just happens, you know? You look at the player's name, and all of a sudden you start saying countries' names wrong, like last video. Oh, I quit. Not really. It's all right. It's all good. Jake Gardner, Fleury. Okay, so that's +3. We're good on defense. I don't think we're going to touch the defense, honestly. I think that's balanced as can be there. Definitely the forward core. If there's anything, do we add a stud on his second line? Somebody that wants to fit on his second line. Dzingel, Trocheck. None of these guys want to be a second liner. What's Trocheck? 2-way, 81 on the draws. We could go multiple directions here. We could really try to +3 that line and go 2 players. Maybe pick up in, because, you know, Dzingel's a 2-way forward, so he can bottom 6 it for us. So maybe even try to pick up, both are 2-way forwards. Maybe we try to pick up a playmaker and a power forward for this line. And we keep Niederreiter as the goal scorer. That concerns me, though, is Niederreiter as a goal scorer. We'll take a look, though, real quick. See what's out there. I think we're going to filter by 85 overall and up. Be honest here. We're going to look for something along those lines there. We got some RFA still out there. Pierre-Luc Dubois is always the GOAT. Pierre-Luc Dubois, baby. How would you feel about being a Carolina Hurricane? Forward line 2. They're saying it. They're saying he fits forward line 2. Maybe. They're not a guaranteed. David Perron's a guaranteed forward line 2. But he's $4 million a year. Anybody else you got in your forward line 1, top 6? Let's talk about it. We could actually sign Hoffman if we wanted to here. What's going on here? EA? I'm hitting left trigger, right trigger, and everything's broken. So Hoffman's an 85. He's a sniper. See, that would be much better. I feel better about it. Even though the stats ain't that different. It was what, 88, 87 for Niederreiter. Hoffman's an 88, 89. So it's really not a big jump in or big change there. He had no trade value. Poor Hoffman. So that's everybody. We went through the entire list of guys under 4 mil, 85 plus. So it's a short list. We really might go out to PLD. He's got that cheap deal. Might help the boys out. What kind of trade value are you guys over here in Carolina currently rocking is the question. Because we're making big moves. What do you mean the Blue Jackets want to get rid of him? Get out of here, EA. Don't say that. I guess it's because he's an RFA. We're going to go Ponomarev, the Russian, I would assume there, yeah? He's playing in the CHL, though. Maybe not. He could have came over, I guess. How old is he? 18? That'd be interesting. All right, we'll try him out. We'll try you. Pierre-Luc Dubois definitely ain't still anywhere close to where we need to be. And what kind of other prospects are you guys rocking? This team's got a lot of trade value for some guys. Suzuki! Oh, the Blue Jackets would love Suzuki. You know what? We might have to overpay here because it's my Blue Jackets. That's definitely not overpaying. That's underpaying. But hey, it's an RFA. Talk to me. I wonder how much Pierre-Luc Dubois is going to want. I just realized that we're making this trade. And I was thinking, oh, entry-level deal. No, that's not the case. It's PLD. But you know what it is? EA is usually really lax on these RFAs. They're like $3 million or something, I think. So we should be good there. But let's take a look at who we'd be dropping here on some cap dump. Probably one of these two guys. I'd probably say Martin because we like to play the overall game. Now, Fast is a sniper. We don't rock those snipers on the bottom six. See you later, Fast. You're out of here. PLD, how do you guys feel about that? There's no way. I don't know why we're even trying to send that trade. It's nowhere close to fair. Okay, so let's try. Wow, look at that trade value on that first round pick for Carolina. Holy smokes. Why is it so high? This is a solid team. So that's what EA feels about the Carolina Hurricanes. Not a playoff team right now, which makes me feel like we should be using those draft picks right away. But we're not. We're going to send a second. Trade accepted. PLD is now I should not be this excited. Is now a Carolina Hurricane. Should have sent back Tuvo. Nah, we don't even want Tuvo. Send us Aho. And I don't know. What do you think about Aho, Nachas? You know what? We'll make it a cheap deal. Let's draw the trade up for you here real quick, Colin. I think you guys will like this. I was thinking Svechnikov. That's right. Svechnikov for PLD. How do you? Oh, we'll do it straight up. No. Okay. That's too generous. We'll add on. You guys give us a second round pick as well. Yeah, that'll work. First round pick. You know what? I miss PLD. That's a center. That's a power forward. They don't grow on trees, Carolina. Now remember, when your coach is out there making those lines here in the future, you just remember, that man can give you a +3 line chemistry if you just go out there and play in real life, because that's how things work. So Perron, Gallagher, we now have the sniper. We need a playmaker. The playmaker is the other position we need. We don't have to go overpriced here. I think what we're going to go after first is a goaltender and make sure we get the goaltender. I don't think, we just hope he's a free agent. We're going to find out real quick who's a free agent, I guess. Well, no, we're not, because we have the filter on certain overalls. Well, it should still show the free agents, shouldn't it? Yeah, I don't see anybody there. No, we're looking at every goalie apparently here. Okay, hope he's not a free agent, so he's been signed. I was trying to think of the last time the roster update came in. We've had plenty of roster updates since then, really. So let's take a look here. We want a big upgrade at the goaltender position here. If we have to go light on a playmaker, we'll go light on a playmaker and stack up that top six. So we're going to talk, again, I want to go higher than an 86, I think, here. And we can move a goalie. So you know what? No, I don't want to go too expensive. Let's say we can move one goalie and open some cap space. We'll go, let's try 7 mil. 7 mil seems friendly. We don't trade. It's crazy how rarely we trade for goalies. Johnny G, baby. Oh, okay. That's too expensive. All right, let's try Bishop. How about Markstrom? Markstrom's 36 million. That's expensive. I feel like Bishop's always a very difficult one to trade for. I always like that contract, though. 4.9 mil for a little bit. Is it even a little cheaper as Freddie Anderson? It's not looking like a Braden Hope. I can't believe he's that high of an overall in this game still. That blows my mind every time. You know what's funny about it? He's a higher overall in Hut. He's actually down to an 88 here, but Hut, he's still second best goal in the game type of overall for some reason. We're going to try Bishop. Love trading for Benny B, baby. So let's see what we can get out of Ben Bishop. We always dogged Hope. You know what, though? You gotta be nice to the guy. He might bounce back this year. You never know. A couple bad years. It happens. It's easy for guys to bounce back. From an overall standpoint, that's what baffles me. Like, I don't hope the guy does bad by any stretch of the imagination in real life. Hope the best of him. But in a video game that comes out once a year, you think, hey, let's get that straightened out a bit. So we're talking Yeah, look how quickly that draft pick went down now. We're going to give up a first-round draft pick for Benny B, and Carolina would be over. I'd have too many goals. That's a thing? When is having too many goalies a thing, EA? That should be an automatic roster move. I feel like I'm playing Madden now. So we're going to get rid of Mrazek Bernier. Reimer's 32. Reimer's gone. Bigger contract. That'll do it. League approved. Send it, baby. Ben Bishop is not going to happen. You aren't. Okay, I understand. It's Ben Bishop, stud goalie, but we need to win ourselves a Stanley Cup over here in the land of Carolina. So we're going to add on a lovely second round pick, and there she goes. I feel like we're overpaying. That was a heavy overpayment, but we have one more move to go, fellas. One more. We're talking playmaker, we're talking top 6, and we should be good to go. I can't believe they had that low of an overall, and the second we added Pierre-Luc Dubois, it dropped the trade value in that first round pick that much. I guess it changes it as well because you're picking up Ben Bishop, and they're factoring that in, I guess, right? So we'll go, I don't care about the handedness. Is there a player type? I think we have to go forward to get the player type, don't we? Yeah, player type. And we'll go playmaker. And again, we're a budget team here, so we're going to knock this bad boy down to about, I don't know, I want to try 5 mil. It should be our last guy. Still don't want to overspend if we don't have to. How much money we got? 2.7. Okay, we better go a little bit lower. Let's try 4 mil. Let's try 4 just in case. You never know. Get to the deadline. Got to become a buyer. I'm hoping this is it, though. This feels like a solid top 6. The decor is very nice. We just got to work from there. So we'll go overall, and we'll take a look what's out here. Anybody will work. Raquel, Staal. I wouldn't mind either one of them. Raquel, first line. Not going to work. Staal is a top 6 guy. I feel like Staal is the guy we trade for it 2 years in a row. And he's so hit or miss in the Sims. So I think we're going to avoid him if we can. Nick Suzuki can't win face. It doesn't matter, though. We have a guy that can play for center if he needs to. What's Suzuki's contract? Entry level deal. Sign me up. He's probably... No, he's not. Interesting. So there's not a lot out here from an overall standpoint. Again, we said we could afford to go a little bit lower on the overall. 83 is probably the lowest we'd want to go. And that's going to be the case I think we're going to be forced to deal with here. Unless Raquel, but Raquel don't want to be on this line. That's the problem there. And Barzell's an RFA. Eric Staal, I really want to give Eric Staal one more try here. 89 has a defensive awareness. Good. You know, like I said, it's hit or miss with Eric Staal sometimes. And I want to try it. I want to try Eric Staal with the boys. 89, 88 on a shot. And that's compared to Suzuki, who is 88, 86, 87. He's the better shooter. We got to try Eric Staal. We got to see what we can do here. It's a 1-year build. Eric Staal to the Carolina Hurricanes. Here we go. Let's have a little talk here. Oh, wow. I do not want to give you a first-round draft pick if we don't have to. But I think we're going to have to. Yeah, we're going to try first. Understandably so. They want to wheel and deal Eric Staal. We want to wheel and deal a guy that's going to help us out with the cap a bit here. So we're probably talking... Is it Martin next time to walk out the door? Or do we go McGinn? Now let's take a look here. Which one looks better for a bottom player? 75, 67. Looks like McGinn's worse than a dot. And slightly worse defensively. That's what we're looking for here. So McGinn, you're going to be walked out the door here, I think. There you go. We're going to ask for something in return so it doesn't feel like we're getting fleeced here. We're going to say, wow, their second round draft picks got so much trade value. Maybe we're not going to get anything in return. I'm just going to throw it on for a good laugh. And they're going to say, not a chance. Why is Buffalo's draft pick so good? Is it the goaltending that really affects a team's trade value in this game? Because that's what it feels like. If you're the Buffalo Sabres, you just picked up Taylor Hall, you got Eichel, you got a young decor. You got to feel pretty good about your chances heading into next season, don't you? We'll go 2/3 for Eric Staal, trade rejected, still the wrong direction. I get it. 1/3 trade accepted. Okay, talk to me, EA. Let's talk about... Actually, hang on a second. Roster moves in the system. I always figure you can do it right here. Yeah, okay, they're all in... Wow, we are just... It is a good day, fellas. It is a good day. Everybody's already in the NHL. Normally, we always have to call somebody up. Here we go, though. Carolina, back us out here. Draw these lines up. I think this is a good team. It's not a diss on Carolina. I'm just surprised that they had this many high overalls in their game or on their team from a defense standpoint. They are a very solid defensive team. It just, can be hit or miss sometimes in this game. So let's take a look here. Alo Sneshnikov, Tara Viner. We have Staal, Niederreiter, Nature. Where's PLD? Oh, that's right. I forgot about PLD. Oh, he was getting confident with the salary cap, fellas. No. Oh, no. 1 point something. No. Where's Pierre-Luc Dubois? What's he gonna want? Something nice, please. Oh, 1.5! No, he wants 3.7. That's all we have is 1.5. Okay. So back to the drawing board we go. Got to open up a little bit more cap space here. So let's see. Let's take a look at the lines. Who's going to be walked out the door? It's probably going to end up being Martin. No, I can't because we have Geeky. Why is, because we traded somebody away? Is that the issue there, I guess? Who's the bench players? Who is scratched on this team? Ryan, you're making no money, so that's not going to work. But you can play left defense. Okay, that's not what I was looking for there. We're going to have to find a way to make Dubois work here. We just overthought that. 3.2 million on Eric Staal. We needed him. Hey, he's playing with Jordan now. The reunion. Congratulations. You know, unless we trade his $6 million having, holy smokes. Jordan Staal. Why are you getting paid that much? The Zingle can still go. I don't want to get rid of him now, though. The power forward in Fogel is nice. Martinook. It's going to have to be Martin that goes. It's literally the only way we're going to make room for him, and we're going to have to trade for some entry-level guys. So we have a little bit more of a problem than I thought we was going to have here, I believe, in trying to make some room for these players to work. All because we didn't try to retain a little bit of salary. That's our fault for overlooking that one, I guess, huh? So we'll go overall. We'll go you right there. Have a nice day. Go on down to the 81/79 overall. Yes, sir. And we're going to get in return. I just want a draft pick. You know, how you doing, Anaheim? I was thinking a third. How do you feel about a third? That's probably an overpayment. We're going to ask for it, though. Trade rejected. I thought that was pretty friendly. Anaheim, come on. Be a nice guy. How about a fourth? You guys want him? You don't want your fourth? I don't know why you're getting rid of your draft picks. You're in sort of like a mini rebuild, if you will, sort of phase here. They don't want him for a fifth. They don't want him, period. I thought you guys wanted this guy. False advertising. Anaheim. How about a 6? Why? Anaheim. Oh, because you're asking to send. We're just not glad I'm paying attention to the trade block. We're glad that you're paying attention to the. That just means, what am I reading here? To be honest, but we'll need to sweeten the value just a touch. Oh, what are you talking about? I think you said the same message for the 7th. Why don't you have any 7th round picks, Anaheim? Want to talk about it? How about a 7th? There we go. Okay. Trade accepted. Hopefully. Go to roster moves, and we'll have them do whatever's the best lines. Hopefully we can sign Pierre-Luc Dubois. That's priority number 1. And then we're going to have to figure out this bottom 6 again because of the fact that we have very little cap space here. So that should give us the space though, right? 3.5. That's almost right on the dot of what he's asking for here. I'll take that though. You know, that's way less than what he's going to get in real life. And if he is willing to will and deal, he wants 3.1. All right, I'll offer that deal. Talk to me, PLD. Extremely happy. I thought you would be. I don't know if you're going to be that happy to know you're sitting in the AHL, PLD, but we're going to call you up. We're going to see what that does for this team. And then we're going to, once again, I guess we're going to have to try for some entry-level guys. That would be my guess here. 70 overall, 8 overall, and Bracco. Let's see where Bracco could possibly fit on this team. Do we have space for players here? I think we do. Yeah, we should. I was going to say, because we traded a couple players away. We'll go past lines. And we'll see what we have to work with here. We might be able to work with the 78 on the 4th line, honestly. I mean, it should work at some point. Nachas, Bracco. What is Nachas? He's got to be a sniper, right? Oh, Bracco's a playmaker, too. That's not good. So that might not work after all. We got to get some depth down there on that bottom line that can play some defense, fellers. We got everything else looking great. PLD, where you at? There we go. Perfect. Sign me up. Playing wing. Is he the better face-off guy? He is not. Okay, so 86, 85, 83, 86, 88, 86. Solid. The third line is very solid. Trocheck, Jordan Staal, Ryan Dzingel. The problem is, once again, let's make sure the defense is straight. Yeah, it is. The problem is we got to get a guy that can play some bottom 6 minutes. It's a two-way guy, more defensive. These guys just ain't going to cut it here. All right, we're going to Tampa Bay. I know we're going to have to overpay for these guys, but Patty Maroon, entry-level deals. Sorelli, always a very good depth guy there. And both guys can provide some defense for the boys. A little two-way forward, little power forward ability there. And the problem is with this is we'd be getting rid of Nachas, and that does concern me. Look at that trade value on Nachas, too. He does not belong on the line he is playing on. We might be able to, let's take a look at the centers here real quick. Maybe we can move him up. No, we can't move him up a line. We're just going to have to try to make Nachas work, I think, here. So for that reason, we're going to drop Sorelli. We're just going to go straight up for Patrick Maroon here. And who was the guy we was going to get rid of here? 79 overall, 78 overall. What the heck was your name? Bracco. He's got some trade value, too. So we actually are paying a little bit more than they're giving up here. We might be able to get a pick out of these guys. We'll take a look here. We'll try a Tampa Bay third for Bracco Maroon. We're going to try to get these guys to retain some salary. If we didn't make that work, 200K. Watch them laugh at us for that 200K. Trade rejected. But yes, I love you, EA. I love you. This is not good. 200K. 200K and they ain't comfortable holding on to it. My goodness. Let me throw in a 7. How many picks do you think it would cost to get these guys? This has got to be fun. I'm going to enjoy this. I already know. Well, how many picks are we going to have to give these guys to retain a whole whopping 200K in trade value? Oh, just a 4th. Okay. All right, that ain't bad. That ain't bad. That wasn't as fun as I thought it was going to be. I was looking for a real good time there. So we're going to best lines that. That should conclude things, and we can go ahead and jump into the season here. We'll go ahead and plug that in. Again, we're going to have to monitor Nate Joss. It's a tough situation because that guy's a stud. He is going to be an absolute freaking stud on this team. But right now, he's just not fit for that line, it doesn't feel like there. He wants to be on that firstie. The defense isn't there. We can always potentially, again, switch him with a Trocheck or a Staal and put him on the third line, but we'll see. We'll give him a chance here. The defense, again, Hamilton, Slavin, beautiful. Pesce and Shea there, and then Fleury and Gardner on the bottom pair. The defense is just loaded, I think. Power play, looking good. Dubois up there, Aho, Teravainen, Hamilton, Svechnikov, love it. Big fan. Penalty kill. Jay Orden Staal, we'll take that. Aho, are you good in the dot, pal? Not really. Neither is your line mate there, though. So I guess we're going to have to deal with that. And the penalty kill, we'll leave it as is, as per the usual. And the goaltending, the big upgrade there in Ben Bishop. Now Peter Mrazek backing up the boys. Again, elected to avoid free agency in this one. We're going to try to avoid that as much as possible. Because again, we got, we're going to have to do 3, 4, maybe the next one. 3, 4, 5 episodes of this in before some of these guys ever get signed and remain free agents. So we don't want to be too repetitive when it comes to trading and signing guys. Here we go, though. Regular season underway. Overtime loss to start the season. You love to see it. But a big W there against the Rangers, Blue Jackets. L to the young and up-and-coming Vancouver Canucks. But besides that, these Carolina Hurricanes are rolling. 5-1-1 to start the season. Ben Bishop back team over here with a solid top 6. A solid top 9. And a very bona fide defense over here. This Carolina Hurricanes team should be a tough one to beat throughout this season, I think, here. Arizona's going to beat us. Vegas, not so much, though. In Vegas, tough place to play. St. Louis, same story. Lost in overtime. We'll take the point, though. Heading out in St. Louis, why not? Detroit, you got to beat those guys. 10-6 through November so far. We'll give it a little bit more time here. We'll get to about, what would this be, 6 more games, the 28th, just past Thanksgiving, right about where we're at right now. Fellas, by the way, now that we're at it, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Couple days early here. I know Canada had it like a month ago, but what is oh, that wasn't our record. I was about to say what's going on with Carolina, but we're 15-6. I like where we're at. 15-6-3. And hey, I don't mean to brag or anything, but I feel like this is it. This is our Stanley Cup winning team. This is gonna be the season. I said that about Calgary, but this is gonna be it. These guys are they're too talented. 12-17 for Aho already. This man's only on pace to drop 40 goals this season. Not a big deal. 12-17 there. 11-14 for Svechnikov. That entire first line, over a point per game. Nice. Dubois, 17 points. Staal, 21. The plus-minus not there. Everything else looking good. 11-9, 20 points out of either. On your top 2 lines are giving you close to a point per game. I consider that a W. And Trocheck, he must be getting some power play time. 20 points right now in that line. And Jordan Staal, almost got the Staals wrong. In the 4th line, currently looks to have no problems. Nate Joss +3. That's what I was concerned about, is how that 3rd line would play. Defense, Hamilton +4, Hamilton +3. Did I say Hamilton twice? Yes, sir. Slavin and Hamilton both positive. Shea 7 points. Like it. Pesce, same story. Gardner and Flores. Everybody's a positive player. You just love to see it. There's not a lot to not like about this team. See, there it is, the 906. I don't understand this game. Maybe I'm wrong, opinions here, thoughts, like, what's your guys' goaltender situation been in franchise mode? But so far for me, I've noticed it really hasn't mattered. It is probably, there's been a couple outliers, but for the most part, anywhere from the 83 to the 89, 90 range, every single goalie falls in that 906 to about 911 to 912 save percentage, which is, again, odd, because this is a really good team in Carolina, and you would think Ben Bishop would drop in a 920 pretty easily with the way he plays and with this team around him, but it's not been the case. LA, a big loss there. You can't afford to lose to those teams. Thankfully, they'll sit at first place in the division. Ooh, that looks nice. Looks real nice. Great view up here, fellas, if you was wondering. W, beautiful. L, not as beautiful. W over these Arizona Coyotes home game, right? Yes, sir. Little 3-game stretch there before heading over to Detroit and losing again. Why are we losing to the Detroit Red Wings? Do we want to talk about that? Maybe that team's starting to really turn it around, or we're just losing to the Detroit Red Wings. One or the other. Lost to the Devils. We're just losing to all the bad teams. Sorry, New Jersey. I shouldn't say bad teams, but teams with a really good draft pick. Again, Ottawa this time. Why are we playing down to our opponent? Come on, Carolina. You guys are better than that. We need to get a new coach in here. These guys ain't prepping for the... Look at this. We're nailing down the New York Islanders, the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Flyers, the Predators, and then we're losing to the bad teams. Watch. Oh, we beat them. There we go. All right, all right. There you go. A reasonable loss. A couple of them will take it. Carolina is buzzing right now, though. 13 or 20 games above 500 just about here. And they're going to hit it. 20 games above 500 before the trade deadline. That is a big W from me here, I'm saying, for these Carolina Hurricanes. We're going to get to the deadline. And I am going to say I don't think we're going to make any changes here. When your team's going 35-14, we're not going to question it, I don't think. They've been too solid. I ain't messing with it. Even if we go and look at ways to improve the team, we've always brought this up, and then you mess with them, it kind of kills it down the road. When your team's on pace, though, to win about 50, I think you're good. We'll take a look, though, for, proper GMing sakes here. We'll take a look at how the lines are playing, if anybody's really standing out here, because you don't want to get too complacent. We could go on a losing streak, even with the way we're playing here. So the first line, beautiful, killing it. Second line, Dubois, Staal, and Niederreiter are playing great. Third line, Dzingel +0, pal. Whoa, the eyes are on Ryan Dzingel. What do you know? We're going to have to bench him. Dzingel is going to be out the door. Patty Maroon +11. Nate Just +13. You're really about to get walked out the door there, Dzingel. What's going on, pal? You want to talk about it? Looks like you have decent stats. What's going on there, buddy? You want to walk out the door for Cirelli? We had our eyes on Cirelli earlier, and we're going to take him if they're going to give him to us. 27 points, 10 goals. He is 47% in the dot for what that's worth. 40 giveaways, 33 takeaways. Not blocking a lot of shots. And we'll take a look at Trocheck for comparison. He said 40/30. Trocheck 44/30. About the same there. A few less block shots. Jordan Staal, we're talking 45/49. A lot better on the defensive side of the puck there. We're going to take a look, though. Let's see just real quickly what they'd be willing to do for Anthony Cirelli. I'm a big Cirelli guy, and we should not be trading for him because I think we trade for him all the time. I just love the, value in the guy. 83 overall, two-way forward. There's so much to like about for a bottom-tier guy, or a bottom-6 guy, I should say. I shouldn't call him a bottom-tier guy. Again, solid player. Did they trade him? No, there's Cirelli. How's Cirelli looking this season? 23 years young, 7/19, +5. Love it, love it, love it. Let's take a look at the stats. How's this takeaway giveaway looking compared to the boys? Look at that. 38 giveaways, 47 takeaways. That is a beautiful player right there. A positive. A positive on a takeaway giveaway. You'll love to see it. We're going all in on him. We're not even going to keep our current 83. We're just going to trade him straight up. We're saying Dzingel has no trade value. Rightfully so. Look at that. Even for an 83, he has no trade value. That's crazy. So let's see. We traded for some draft picks earlier, specifically Tampa Bay's. We have all kinds of draft picks laying around here. Tampa Bay's third. We're going to send it back to you, fellas. Tampa Bay would be over the... How are you over the cap for 7? Oh, Dzingel's $3 million. That's why. All right, Dzingel. We're going to have to retain a little bit of salary here for you. I forgot Dzingel had that high cap hit. We could have moved him earlier. We don't even really... That's why teams don't want him probably, is that cap hit, huh? So that's still not going to get the job done. We're going to have to move Dzingel to another team real quick who can afford that. Toronto, Vancouver. You guys, you want Dzingel, don't you? Sure you do. Okay. Here you go. We'll give you a 4th for Dzingel. The Zinger. Now we have to make this trade, though. We don't have a choice because we just sent Dzingel out the door. So there's nothing better to do here than force a trade to Tampa. We're going to have to overpay because we are out of a third-line winger at this point without one. We can actually move Cirelli, too, also to center if we have to. But I think those guys have been playing well, where we don't have to do that. I love how he's got good trade value in this game. That's the thing, too. Low trade value, 83, entry-level deal. What's not to like? Imagine we could flip that. What was that player we just traded for Toronto, a 4th? You could get him for a 4th? Not a chance. We're going to send it for a good time. No, it's not going to happen. Okay, so we'll drop the 4th. We'll go, we'll give you your 3rd back. A 3rd and a 4th actually sounds nice. And they're going to say no, that's okay. Again, I feel like a couple of 3rds and a 4th is nothing for the player we're getting in return. Your trade accepted. See you later. That will be the last move we make for this team. And hopefully that one little hole can, lock things down a little bit here from the defensive side. So we're going to get Geeky out of here. We're going to go to the scratch players. We're talking Cirelli. And you're going to go right there. Who was it? Nachos was there. You were here. You were here. Paul superstitious. No, was Fogle up there? Why is that a -1? Was that a -1 before Fogle Staal? Maybe it wasn't. We just didn't pay much attention to it there. It was one of these guys playing center that wasn't Natchez. No, that had to be it. No, Fogle. Okay, he was there. Sure, we're going to go with it. We'll take it. We'll see how she goes. Everything else is fine, right? The first line, second line, good. Slave and Hamilton, great. Shea there, Pesci there. Yeah, I think we're good there. And here we go, heading into the playoffs. Looking pretty playoff bound here. Top of the division. Wanted to see us hit 50 wins. I think we can still do it. We got, what, 4 games? Yeah, it's going to happen. There we go, the 50 burger. I thought for a second we wasn't going to hit it. That was going to be concerning. Wanted to see us lock that. Oh, my, come on. Why Tampa in the first round? Are you kidding me? Why is Tampa not winning their division? Unbelievable. What a draw. I swear we drew that last time we came around with the last team we played a crazy draw like that. Was Tampa in the first round from the Eastern Conference. So points, look at these guys. 110, 197, and 95. 50 wins, 22 losses, 3.52 goals for per game. Beautiful. 2.72 goals against. Power play was stellar. The penalty kill is actually a problem there. 78.9. We'll look at the penalty kill. That might be something we need to look into. Tampa Bay, 82 points. 92 points, I mean there. 3.51 goals for, but the goals against was bad. So all we can hope is Dzingel and company really helps those guys struggle a little bit more there. 81 points out of Aho. So we ended up just under a point per game for our best player, but we had 5 guys with 60 plus points. That's really good to see there. POD ended up with 64, the plus 17. We've seen 56 out of Trocheck, Niederreiter in there. Still ended up with a -2 out of Sorelli. You didn't want to see that, and it ended up happening. Jordan Staal, the +2 there. So that might have hurt us a little bit there. Gardner, the +29. What a season for that bottom D pair there. They killed it. Goalies, how'd you look? What, 907? 916. There you go, Bishop. That's what we wanted to see. Get him up there a little bit there at the end of the season. But real quickly, before we jump into this one, I want to take a look at how the power penalty kills looking here. If we can improve that. Sorelli could be a guy we could move on to power penalty kill, I think. That might help a little bit there. Penalty kill. +1/+1. No, he's already there. Okay, so maybe that was not a good idea. Staal, Trocheck. Staal is definitely the answer on the penalty kill. I know that. He's been solid. How's Trocheck been looking or talking? 59/49. And the defense, Gardner, Shea, Slave, and Fleury. Maybe we move one of our better D-men on the penalty kill. Aho probably shouldn't be. I don't know. Aho's a two-way guy. How have you been looking this season? 57/54. So his takeaway giveaway's been solid himself there. And Sorelli's been a negative player, 15/11 since he's been here, though. So that's still promising there. I like what we're seeing. I guess we're going to try... We'll move Slave. Actually, what's Slavin? Is he a two-way guy? Yeah, he's a two-way guy. We'll move Slavin up to that top line. And we'll move Gardner to the bottom line there. Shake things up a little bit like that. And then we'll move... Is Pesci not playing? No, Pesci's not playing. Why do we not have the defensive defenseman in the penalty kill? Here we go. Slide him in there. And we'll give that a try, I think. See if that changes things. I mean, it couldn't get worse. The penalty kill was clearly 78%. Clearly a hole there. Trocheck should not be taking those draws there. That'll be a Sorelli place, I think, indeed. And that didn't improve anything. Not expected. The -3 there. But let's go, though. I'm ready to rock and roll, fellas. I think we've done a pretty good job of putting this team in a position to win playoff games. We just have to see if they can come through here. 2 games against the Tampa Bay Lightning to start things out. That's an L. Game 2, W. Okay, so we're split 1-1 heading into game number 3 against these Tampa Bay Lightning. And there's a big dub there by the Carolina Hurricanes. Okay, we'll take it. Sign me up. Can we get another one? No, we're going to keep going 2-2. Heading into game number 5 against Tampa. That's a big fat out. Game 6. Playoff careers on the line already. Please don't lose. Thank you. We're going to a game number 7, which you guys got, Tampa. This is going to be a tough one. We already know. Sim affiliate game. Absolutely. Good to see the AHL boys are rocking the playoffs as well. Here we go. Period 1. Tied 1-1. Niederreiter and Mr. Johnson. There you go, Carolina. Jump ahead. Teravainen Maroon. Getting some grimy goals there. You love to see it. Tampa on the power play. That's a scary power play unit, but the Carolina Hurricanes going to come against them in a strong way to prevent them from scoring. Here we go. 14 minutes left. Power play again. You got to quit with the penalties, Carolina. Good kill once again. It has been all Tampa Bay so far in the third period, and Ben Bishop has been standing on his head to say the very least. It'd be nice to get a little insurance here. Could you do that for us here? Actually, hang on a second. Wait a minute. Why is... Okay, it's over, but why were we the red dots? What? It says red, or their dots are blue. Tampa's blue. Their dots are... No? It's just not working? What am I missing here? Slavin, third period, shots. Why are our dots on the same different sides there? I am so confused. You see what I'm saying? Why are the dots on the opposite side? All in the third period. What did I miss there? And there's different colors. Interesting. I don't know. Maybe they blocked it on their own goalie? I don't know. I don't know. I got nothing. I really don't understand why there's shots on both sides there. And why we're the red dot. I think we're the blue dot, though. We're definitely the blue dot. Red? Nope. Blue. Okay. All right. Okay. Sure. Sign me up. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Not a big deal. Shooting on both sides. Yeah. It's all right. Sure. Somebody's going to comment and say I really botched something there, but I'm pretty sure that was not supposed to happen. I'm noticing some bugs in franchise mode. Very uncharacteristic per se too, because when we were searching for those players in the player search, or kept going to use the right trigger, left trigger, it wouldn't let us. It kept resetting a lot of the times there. But here we go, the Capitals, second round, tough team to play here. Game number 1. Need the dub, gonna get it. 2-1 victory there. Starting off hot. That's what you want to do. Can we get another one? Yes, sir. 2-0 against these Capitals heading into Washington. Can we steal one in Washington? Yes, sir. Can we sweep the Capitals in the second round? Carolina, what you got? There it is. Yeah, buddy. Big old W for the Carolina Hurricanes, getting the brooms out on the Washington football Capitals. You guys been able to tell by now, but we've had a slight obsession with the Washington football team name. So here we go. Buffalo, who's been killing it. Told you, what I say? Why was their draft picks so high valued? They was ready to rock and roll this season. Here we go. Buffalo, that's going to be a tough one. Conference Finals, Stanley Cup appearance on the line here. We'll see if they can match up with the Carolina Hurricanes. So far, it ain't looking too good. Carolina jumps out to the 2-0 win, and Carolina is currently riding Gonna get this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we definitely miscounted that. 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9-game win streak? Sure. I had to jinx it. We did all that counting so they can lose this one. Please, so we don't have to recount that again. Just kidding. See you later, Buffalo. That's a shutout. Carolina is heading to the Stanley Cup Finals, and they haven't lost a game in weeks. Can they carry that momentum against the potent Edmonton Oilers is the question. Come on, Carolina. We need this. We need the Stanley Cup, please, and thank you. That's not how we wanted to start it. It's 6 goals. That's Draisaitl and McDavid for you. Game number 2. Here we go. W, 8-3. Beautiful. Love to see it. What do we got here? Heading into Edmonton, the W. All right. Up to the 2-1 lead. Just a little blip in the radar there. Not a big deal. Speaking of blip in the radar, there's another loss. Home game, loss. Playoff hopes, Stanley Cup hopes on the line for these Carolina Hurricanes. Here we go. 2-3 is the series in favor of Edmonton, and it is 2-2 to end the first period. Cirelli, Staal. Kyle Turris getting in there for Edmonton. Carolina going to jump ahead, though, into second. Fogle ready to try to take this one to a game number 7. And there's the insurance goal. Beautiful. How about that? Jordan Staal and Gardner getting involved. Edmonton finds themselves down by 3 with 15 minutes left. Let's just play smart hockey here, fellas. No penalties. Let's not do anything silly. Just protect the lead here. 8 minutes. It's an Edmonton team that can rail off 3 in a very short period of time here. So don't get complacent. Here we go. 2 minutes left. That's going to do it. We're going to a game number 7. Carolina, Edmonton. Winner gets a date with Lord Stanley. Here we go. Home game for the Carolina Hurricanes. Can we start ahead? Nope, we're going to start tied. Eric Staal, Ennis, both getting goals here. Carolina's second period team. They've been very good so far in the second period of games so far this postseason. That continues. Fleury, Maroon, pot in the biscuit in the basket. Penalty, though. Once again, something else they've been very good with thus far this season has been taking penalties in the third period, and that's going to be the goal. Draisaitl, you just can't keep doing that. Every single time we've gotten to the postseason, into these third periods, Carolina just gets reckless out there trying to help their opponent get back into the game. That's going to be the case here. Jake Gardner saved by Koskinen. Yamamoto saved by Bishop. We're about halfway through the third period. Power play again for Edmonton. Can they kill it off this time? The answer is yes. Carolina, good momentum swing right there, hopefully, after killing off that power play. There it is, baby. There's the goal for the Carolina Hurricanes. Niederreiter burying the biscuit. There's 5 minutes left, and these Carolina Hurricanes are going to walk home with a Stanley Cup. Can they kill it off? No penalties, fellas. They're about to pull the goalie. Stanley Cup, I can taste it. I can taste it, fellas. End it. Carolina has won the Stanley Cup. We did it. added a couple of big pieces to this Carolina Hurricanes team that's already a really good team, and they are gonna walk home with the Stanley Cup. We'll take a look to see if they're bringing home any further hardware here. If EA wants to tell us the Stanley Cup has ended, maybe it hasn't ever. Here we go. Here's the message. Hit us with it. Oh baby, look at that. Wilkes-Barre walking home for those baby Pens over there with the Calder. But let's take a look. 24 points out of Teuvo. There's our Conn Smythe winner right there. Breaking news, right? 24 points. What a postseason for Teuvo. Rantanen took home the Art Ross and the Memorial. James Norris going to Carlson. Cooch getting a Lady Bing. Calder going to Lafreniere there. Oh, Pierre-Luc. Oh, that's something. That's a sign. See that, Columbus? That's a sign right there. Frederick Anderson getting a Vezina. William Jennings going to Anderson. Wall getting a Masterton. Griffin, O'Reilly. Lindsay going to Rantanen. What a great season. Ovechkin get the Richard. So we didn't take home too much there, but we took home the important trophies. So that's going to wrap things up for this video. As always, would appreciate you consider subscribing. You never have to. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.